Okay, so we are ready for the eye makeup. The only thing that I have done basically is just put on my base, and I did do my eyebrows. So I basically just did my foundation. I have not done concealer yet, the concealer underneath my eyes, just in case we have any fallout, because we're going to be using dark colors. You want to make sure that you're able to clean that up, and you don't have to like worry about the fact that you've already set your entire face and put all your stuff on. So I didn't do any blush, I didn't do any lipstick. I did put what is it called, like lip balm on my lips, and I did my foundation and I did my eyebrows. So we're going to jump right in. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to prime your eyes. I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. primer, and we're just going to place that all over the eyelids and just blend it in. Okay, so we have our eyes primed. I'm going to scoot in just a little. Just so you guys can, I'm knocking shit over. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Just so you guys can kind of see me just a little bit better. I like to go in with just a white jumbo pencil. This is by LA Colors. It was like $1 or $1.50 or something, like at my, local dollar store. And it's just going to give us a nice white clean base for everything to go on top of. So you're really getting the good pigmentation of your colors, and they're not really like blending in with your natural eye color. So the colors I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using everything from one palette just for ease, and I will tag this palette in the description bar with little tag things. Sometimes I find that when you watch a tutorial, a lot of people, like for me at least, will use like high-end palettes. I don't have any of those. Or they'll be like, well, I'm going to take this color from here, and this color from there, and this color from there, and it's like, you don't have any of those palettes. So then you try and figure out, like, okay, well, what the hell do I have in my collection that goes with that? So I'm going to just do the Wet n Wild Tunnel Vision palette. This is one of their new palettes. I love this. I use 1 to 2 of these colors every day, usually, no matter what like look I'm going with, as accents or highlights or whatever. So this is the main thing that I'm going to be using, just so it's easy for you guys. And this, I think, was like $3.99 or something like that. So if you guys are interested in buying this, it's not like a lot of money to buy it. So I'm going to be using basically everything from here. I will be using one other color that's just a Wet n Wild single, and I'll explain that later, because you can use this one. But I'll explain it later when we get to that highlighting step, but we're not quite there yet. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a color just to use as my base. And it depends on how dark you want this. This is kind of like an everyday, really wearable kind of Gothic eye. So if you want to go really, really dark, if that's your look, that's great. I love doing that. But I wanted to make this more kind of like, people who really don't wear like dark colors on their eyelids, or really kind of just trying to get like a Gothic like look every day, but they're used to wearing a lot of like neutrals and a lot of light colors. I wanted to make this versatile for everybody. I put black all over my eyelids all day long and put some black eyeliner on there and take it away. That's not for everybody. So I'm going to start with this lightest color right here, and that's just going to basically start as my base. This is the brown bone, the brow bone color in the palette, but I'm going to use that as my base, and I'm just going to use that, wipe my brush off because I don't think any of these are clean. I'm just going to use like a flat like shader brush. This is from e.l.f. It's called their professional eyeshadow brush. This is like $1. It's in their the regular line, not the studio line, but the regular line. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to take that color, and I'm just going to place that color all over my eyelids. So this is basically the base that we have, if you guys can see that. And a great thing about this that's versatile, if you want to jump into a dark color, jump into a dark color. But you can also build up. So if you're looking at this and you're like, okay, well, this is kind of light. I'm going for like a more Gothic dark look. This is kind of light. Build up. So I'm going to show you. We're going to do the next color. This is the next darkest color in here. This is for eyelid. There you go. And we're just going to place this all over on top of it just to darken things up. And I'm moving in progressive steps like this just to show you guys that you don't have to just plop a whole bunch of black on your eye. That's not necessarily like a goth look. You don't have to just throw a whole bunch of black on there. You can really like build up, and when you're like, okay, that's dark enough, then you can go in with your definer and your eyeliner and all that stuff. So we're going to use this color. I'm just going to place this again all over my lids. Okay, so now we have that color applied. At this point, I like to just take a big fluffy brush like this. I'm losing my voice, but shoo. And I like to just blend it because I've kind of put a color on top of another color. I just kind of want to smooth it all out so that when I do add another color on top of it, I'm not really like caking it on. I want to blend it all out. I want to smooth it all out. So I'm just going to go over my eyelids very gently just with this big fluffy brush. All right, that's that. Like I said, you can stop at this step and you can wait till I'm done with all the rest of it and then watch for, you know, the definer where we're going to get some dark in there. Or you can take it up another notch. I'm going to take it up another notch for you guys, and we're going to go to the next darkest color right here. This is supposed to be a crease color, but I do this for eyelids. So we're just going to pack that on, and then we're going to be getting into the real good stuff. So we're going to pack this color on, and then we'll get to it. Okay, I always have problems with this eye. I don't know what, this eye just like hates me or something. I'm not really sure why. But so that's basically what we have. Again, I'm going to go in with the blending tool. I tried to make this as easy as possible because if you're like me, when you watch a tutorial, sometimes like they do way too much and you're like, well, there's no fucking way I can keep up with that. So I tried to make this really, really simple. So I'm not going a lot into the crease or anything right now. I'm basically just building up on my eye. You can see it's very, very easy. It's not as intricate as some looks, but it'll be pretty, I promise. So I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush, and again, I'm just going to go over my eyelid and just kind of blend that all out and blend that together. Okay, so we have all that blended. Now we're going to go in with our dark color. This is where the stuff gets good. So if you decide to skip this last step, this is where you need to pick it up. So you can use one of like two different brushes, I think. You can use one of these small ones. This is just a very small like dome brush if you want to use that. If you don't feel comfortable with, you know, black being such a dark color and you trying to pack it on and it's going to get everywhere, this is a good option. I prefer, because I like the black, I prefer to use this. This is just a larger, fluffier like dome brush. This is from the e.l.f. Studio line. This is actually a contour brush, but I use it for my eyes because I feel, I don't know, maybe it would work for contour. I haven't tried it. I was just like, oh, great eye brush when I bought this. So this is the one that I'm going to use. And we're going to go in with the darkest color. This is the matte black right here. This is the definer color. This is the one that we're going to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it right on the outside and a little bit into the crease. So really when you do it, you want to make sure that you're concentrating basically on your lid first and then taking it up into the crease. Because if you go in and you're like, in the crease, you're going to get way too much. It's going to be way too dark, way too dramatic. You want to build up the drama. You don't want to feel like you're stuck with this like, you know, big dramatic look that you weren't maybe really going for. You maybe didn't want it that intense. So we're just going to load up our brush, tap it off. I tap off all the colors. I don't know if you guys saw me do that, but I do. But especially with a black or something really dark or something that's really bright, you do want to make sure you tap it off so you don't get a lot of like crazy fallout. And we're going to go in right on the corners. Again, if you can see, I'm concentrating most of it on my eyelid first, but I am gently kind of going up into that crease. And you see it is distributing some color there, but it's not like crazy in your face color because we really want to build this up because you may do too much. Once you put it on, you can't really take it off without messing up everything you've done. And when I do this, I go about halfway to the middle of my eye. You can do just a slight bit on the side if you want. I like drama. I like the darkness. So I go about halfway to the middle of my eye. And I do that in the crease also. So I'm also going halfway in the middle of my eye with my crease. Okay, so once you feel like you have kind of a good base, you're going to go in with your fluffy brush and you're just going to soften everything up and blend it out. Okay, so here's what we have for right now. As you can see, a lot of that black did blend out. This is what I'm saying with build up. So you can build up more black. If you want a really intense look, you can go in with eyeliner and smudge. And I will show you guys how to do that. I'm just going to do this on the other eye. And then I'm going to go in with my eyeliner and I'm going to show you guys how to smudge that out. But if you're afraid of the eyeliner, you can just keep building this matte black color up until you kind of have the definition that you want. So I'm just going to do this on the other eye and then we are going to go in with our eyeliner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with an eyeliner. I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. This is a sample that I got in an Ipsy bag one month, and I will be purchasing the big one of this when I run out of this, but surprisingly this has lasted me like a long time. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm just going to go in with a smudger brush. So the smudger brush that I usually use is the first one that I showed you, the dome one that I showed you. That I said you could put that eyeshadow on with if you were a little squeamish about the black. And this is an eye crease brush. I find that it's not as fluffy as I like for my crease, so I use this as a smudger brush, and then also to put eyeshadow on my lower lash line, which you guys will see in a second. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. Hopefully it's sharpened. It's good enough for now. Maybe not. Sharpen it. All right. Sorry about that. Had to give it a little bit of a sharpen. I use this thing like every day, so what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to use the eyeliner and do the kind of the same effect that we were going with the eyeshadow. I'm going to place it right on the outside, but more in like a V. So I'm not going to go so much up into the crease. I'm going to really just focus right here on my outer V. So once you have that, then you just take your smudger brush and you're just going to basically smudge that out. And once I've smudged it out, I just like to take it after I've smudged it out. I don't add any more product on, but I go kind of up into my crease there, and then I'm just going to take, where is it? My blending brush and just kind of lightly blend that just so that kind of mixes with the eyeshadow and it softens it a little bit. But I like to take that up into my crease there as well. So you can see we have a little bit more drama there on the side, and it's going to hold a little bit better. So I'm going to do the other eye and I'll come back to you. Okay, so we have that done. Very, very dark, but it is wearable because we didn't do anything too, you know, crazy. We didn't go way into the crease. So we are going to do some eyeliner because, you know, make it more dark. Why not? If you want to, you can use that same eyeliner. It's really up to you. You can use liquid eyeliner. You can use like a gel eyeliner like this. This is the e.l.f. cream eyeliner. Or you can just take that same eyeliner that you use for the outside and just do that. I'm going to do that just for ease. Just because I already have it out. But we're basically going to do a very thin line. We're not going to do a super thick line because this is an everyday wearable. So we don't want to do a super thick line. We just want to do a very thin line. You can also just tight line. If you want to just tight line right where your eyelashes are, you can also do that. It will add that kind of eyeliner look without being like too heavy. Okay, so we have just a very thin line of eyeliner. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and highlight. So I'm going to explain this highlight part 2, and then we're going to get into our lower lash line and do our mascara, and then we will be done. So highlighting. In a Gothic look, a lot of the times a highlight is a really stark white. So going to the Tunnel Vision palette by Wet n Wild, this white right here, say that 5 times fast, you can use that as a highlight if you want to. It doesn't bother me to do that. You know, if that's fine with you, that's fine. But if you feel like it's going to be too stark for you and a little bit too dramatic, especially with all of this other stuff happening, you can go in with more of a toned down color. So this is where the single one comes in. I'm not sure what color this is. It's just a single Wet n Wild eyeshadow, and it's like a very like off-white, tannish kind of color. If you're feeling that you would prefer to highlight with something like this, you can, if you don't want that like stark white everywhere, because we are going to highlight a pretty nice little section and then like on the inner corner. So if you feel like you don't want that stark white everywhere, you can definitely use this. I'm going to use this just to show you guys that it's going to look perfectly fine. And it's going to make it more everyday and a little bit more wearable, and it's not going to be so in your face. So I'm just going to use the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. This is the brush that I use for my highlight. It's really big. A lot of people use a smaller brush. I like a lot of highlight though. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab it in just like this, and I'm going to do the inner corners. So what I do is I just take it right at the inner corner, and I'm just going to kind of swirl it around a little bit in there. And this color gives you a very natural highlight, which is why I say you can use a color like this if you're going for a little bit more of a natural highlight. You don't want to overdo it considering you did such a dramatic eye. And then you're going to highlight underneath your eyebrows. Now when I do underneath my eyebrows, I do a thick highlight. I don't do a little thin like highlight. I like a thick line. It's just my personal preference, but which is why sometimes it's better to use this and not like a white, because sometimes I overdo it with the highlight a bit too much, and the white can look a little bit too much like nightclub gothy, and like you can't wear this out. So we're just gonna pack that on, tap it off, and then I'm just gonna do a thick highlight underneath there. I like my highlights super thick. I don't know, it's just like a personal preference. I feel like when I do a small line, it's not enough. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do mascara. I'm going to do mascara now simply because I still have to conceal, and I will show you guys that, and then we'll do our eyeliner and we will wrap this shit up. We're just going to do mascara. I'm just going to use the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. This is a sample that I got in my Ipsy bag. I was so mad about the fact that I got this sample. I love this mascara. You can use any mascara you want to. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to pop on just a couple of coats. If you want to do falsies, you can, but then again, for me, falsies are not wearable every day. I never wear falsies, so for me to do falsies in this video is like a wearable everyday, it just wouldn't make any sense because I don't wear falsies ever. So if falsies are wearable for you every day and that's what you gravitate towards, by all means pop on a pair of falsies. I'm sure it'll look amazing. But if you're not into the falsies, a couple coats of your regular mascara will do just fine. I keep running out of like film space. Like I had my 2 other videos on here still, and I didn't like, you know, dump my camera onto my computer. I mean I did, but I forgot to delete the videos up here, so it cut off on me. Anyways, so basically all I did was I just finished up my mascara. You can go in with another coat if you like to real quickly. I'll probably pop one of this on because I do like the Perversion. I also like the Revlon Bold Lacquer though too. I kind of like to mix it up. So pop a quick coat of this on. Okay, and our next step now is going to be to basically clean up anything that may have gotten messy before we put our concealer on. So you see I have a little bit of fallout here. We're just going to clean all of that up. You can use a Q-tip or you can use a tissue, whatever works for you. I have no Q-tips up here right now, so I'm just going to opt for a tissue. And I'm just going to wipe underneath my eyes. This is why I did not put concealer on underneath my eyes, because I did not want to disturb any of the concealer that I put on there. So we're just going to clean it up. Just a little bit. Just get all of that fallout or anything that we've missed kind of off the sides there. And of course, I got mascara on myself. So we're going to go in and just clean that up. And then you're ready for your concealer. So I'm going to pop my concealer on really quick. And we're going to get into the lower eyeliner. Okay, so the concealer is on. Now I'm going to set all that in a second. I'm just going to show you the lower liner real quick, and then I'm going to finish my face off and show you the finished product. So we're going to use the same liner. I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7. I have a hair. What the fuck? I'm using this one. You're basically just going to do, you can do your waterline. I just usually like to do just like my lash line. Sorry. I feel like I didn't get that blended in all the way because I'm weird and I have OCD. So you can do your waterline if you want to. If you're feeling that this look is a little bit too dark, if you want to, you can go in with a white or a nude pencil on your waterline, and then do the black on your lash line just to brighten up your eyes a little bit if you feel that you've done a little bit too much. Also, tip, If you feel that you want a little bit too dark, just on the very inside there, the very beginning of the eyelid, you can pop that light color that you started with just a little bit on there, and it'll brighten the look up a little bit, and it won't be as dramatic if you're really, you know, like, oh wow, it's too dark and I don't like it. So just a tip. So we're going to go in and we're just going to do our eyeliner real quick. Okay, real fast, simple, easy. The last thing that we're going to do is we're just going to kind of help that set a little bit. So you can take your smudger brush that you use for your eyeliner, or if you're feeling a little squeamish as well, putting eyeshadow down there to help that eyeliner set, you can use something really small. This is actually a concealer brush by e.l.f., but it works really, really great for really fine things when you're doing eyes. You can also use that. I'm just going to go in with my smudger brush, very lightly dab in your black, and you're just going to take it and you're just going to rub that black just on that lash line. It's going to smudge it out a little bit, make it a little bit more smoky and a little less harsh, and it's also going to help your eyeliner stay in place a little bit longer. So basically that is the eye look. I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to finish up the rest of my makeup so you can see the look all together, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. This is the finished look. I went ahead and I did a very light blush and a very light kind of nudish lipstick, just so it made it versatile for everyone. By all means, if you want to pop on a dark red sultry lipstick with this, more power to you. I think it looks fabulous. But again, it's not for everybody. This is wearable. This is everyday. If you're doing such a dramatic eye, you might not want to go so heavy on the lips. So for blush, I just did NYX blush. This is in the color Peach. It's a very kind of soft, I mean, it's like a barely there. I can't get the damn pad. Oh, there it goes. It's a very, very like soft color. And then on the lips, I did my favorite NYX lipstick. It's in Tea Rose. I love this. It's a beautiful, I don't even know if you can see it. It's a beautiful like pinky, like mauve-y, like very light mauve, like nude. I love this color. This is like a nude color for me because nude lipstick really tends to wash me out a lot. So this is like my nude lipstick, is the Tea Rose, and it's absolutely amazing. So here's the final look. Get up a little bit close for you guys. It's pretty. I love it. I love it. I think it's dramatic, but it's also really, really gorgeous. So, and I hope it's really picking up. I'll take some pictures and place them at the end because I know I'm still figuring out my lighting and stuff, and I don't know if it's like picking up everything. So I wanted to thank you guys all for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this tutorial, if I explained everything well, if it was too lengthy, if there was things you wish I would have said that I didn't, or vice versa. I'm really trying to get into this whole tutorial thing, so I'm kind of feeling my way around it, really to make it versatile and great for everybody and not maybe so specific to start out with. So let me know what you guys think about this tutorial and this video in general. Tutorials in the future, I will be doing more of them. Also, if you like this video, give me a big fat thumbs up because you guys are fucking slacking on that. You really are. I need more thumbs up, and I also need more subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed and you're not one of those people who wait for my videos and watch them all the time, which I love you, thank you so much, you're fucking awesome. But if you're not one of those people, you need to become one of those people. Let's just be sheep here and just follow me because everyone else is. Just kidding. But really, if you feel that you want to subscribe, and I hope that you do, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon in another video. Bye.